Wednesday with a temp of 75. This forecast is sponsored by Mid-South Lumber, the best little lumber yard in Panama City. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
At Brock Lawn and Pest Control, we're proud to be awarded the distinction of being Quality Pro certified.
Our technicians have passed rigorous training in eco-friendly application and prevention of pest treatments.
Part of the program is the practice of integrated pest management.
IPM's goal is to prevent pests from ever entering your home. It includes inspection, prevention, education, and, when necessary, application.
We're proud to be Quality Pro certified.
Brock Lawn and Pest Control, the standard and level of trust.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
Keep the adventure going this holiday season in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Bill Bird Kia now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months, plus a $500 APR bonus on the purchase of a new 2025 Kia Sorento during the big fall savings event going on now. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. It's the best family SUV with third-row seating space, providing extra comfort for the entire family. Bill Bird Kia, the home of that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime at BillBirdKiaPanamaCity.com.
Offer from Kia Finance America for the purchase of a new 2025 Kia S and LX models. $20.83 per month per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Quantities limited. $500 APR bonus is applied as down payment and no cash value cannot be combined with other finance offers. Not available on balloon financing. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for complete details. Offer for well-qualified buyers must take delivery from dealer stock through 11/3/25.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
Cold house, clogged drain, flickering lights. Don't let home troubles steal your holiday cheer. This month at Hiller, save $500 on select new HVAC systems with 12 months no interest. Or take $50 off any heating or electrical repair. Or just $99 for a professional drain cleaning. Keep your home cozy, bright, and happy this season. Call Hiller or visit happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. And now, the Gulf Coast's newest sports talk host.
Hey, there's the new guy.
Paul Wilson.
That is not winning football.
Paul is your pipeline to the heart of the action.
The defense can only play this good for so long.
Hot takes, big reactions, and your calls are incoming.
This week, it's really going to be crucial.
The Sports Blitz.
They're playing championship football.
The new Sports Blitz.
You can say what you want.
On 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We made it through the weekend, and we have already made it past Monday. We're so glad to have you here. Don't forget, you can call in, you can text in on the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. As always, on Monday, Coach Brian Haddad's in the building. What's going on, Brian?
Oh, not too much. It was a good sports weekend. I got to actually watch quite a variety of sports over the weekend. So
yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm curious to see what you think about some things that I got for you after a while. Jeffrey, the world traveler, got his Biscuits baseball T-shirt on. Jeffrey, we missed you Friday. We're thankful you called in, but we're thankful that you're back. How you doing today, Jeffrey?
I'm doing good. Tell people what the Biscuits are, because some people might not know.
Well, why don't you tell them?
Well, it's a Montgomery Biscuits.
Montgomery.
This is minor league baseball.
Yep.
And I'd say it's the second coolest mascot in all of minor league baseball.
Okay. Next to what? The Trash Pandas?
Or the Shuckers?
A lot of people do say the Trash Pandas.
Trash Pandas are great.
I'm going to say they're not even top 3 in my book.
Shuckers?
Shuckers is a good one.
Biloxi Shuckers.
But no, I'm going to go with the Makin' Bacon.
Okay.
I like me some bacon.
All right. I couldn't
That's
tell.
Pretty cool.
And always in the glass bubble Jam. And Jimmy, how's it going, Jimmy?
What up, guys? Great weekend. Predators got a win. The rare win for the Predators, so I was happy to see it.
What's your favorite mascot for minor league baseball? I know you like baseball.
Mascot, minor league baseball. Lots of creative things out there. I kind of like the Chihuahuas mascot because they get basically like a midget and they put him in a suit with like a giant Chihuahua head, so it's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What city is that?
El Paso.
El Paso. Oh, yeah.
So the other one that's really cool is the one in New Mexico, is the Isotopes. Is that Albuquerque, I think?
That is the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Yeah,
that is
pretty
cool.
So pretty cool. I mean, lots of... it just seems like a bunch of drunk guys got in the basement and started drinking and
minor league baseball has the best names.
Yeah, for sure.
Sport.
It wasn't always like this, though. I remember the Toledo Mud Hens were like the one that kind of stuck out back in the past. And then, and everybody else is going crazy now ever since.
Was it the New Orleans had the Zephyrs back in the day?
Yes. Yeah. Yep, that's it.
Do you know what a Zephyr
Memphis
is?
Chicks? No.
You don't know what a Zephyr is? Nobody
It's
knows.
a car.
Yes,
it's
Zephyr.
a car.
It was a car. Now, it's 2 other things, what it was named after and then what it typically means. It's a western wind, by the way, is what it typically means. But the team name was named after Zephyrs for a roller coaster ride at an amusement park in New Orleans. And it was like
Is that Jazzland?
No, it's a Pontchartrain Beach. It closed in 1983. It was 83, right before the World's Fair.
Yeah.
And and the Zephyr was the roller coaster that everybody went on. It was like, whoa, you got to go get on the Zephyr. And then so, if you're a New Orleanian and you're old enough, you know that. And then so, everybody's kind of like Zephyrs, they think that's just a strange, weird name, but it's named after a roller coaster.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. And you probably didn't know that you were going to get New Orleans history right here on 104.3 ESPN. We are here live from the CBC Construction Studio. Definitely don't do the CBD, but either way, guys, we got to talk about it. We finally made it in crucial ninth inning World Series fashion. The Los Angeles Dodgers, they did it again. We talked about how hard it was going to be to repeat, and anything you do in sports when you repeat is definitely harder. But Brian, I'll go to you first. What do you think about this Dodger team, what they done, how it happened, how it all came to pass?
Obviously, super talented roster. A lot of us, thought they would be the favorites coming in. I had them preseason. I had them losing in the World Series. Of course, I had the Rangers winning it. That didn't go very well. But I will say that as much as I'm not necessarily a big fan of the Dodgers in general, certainly not of them, spending $600 billion or whatever they've spent on this team. James and I said it last week. We talked about it before we went on the air. It doesn't matter because we kept that trophy from going north of the border.
That's right.
The World Series trophy does not belong in Canada. It never will. And as far as I'm concerned, it shall never go back. So good job, Dodgers. That's the only team they play against, I would say that for.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that was the thing. I thought, man, winning that game and having to go back-to-back to have wins, I thought it was going to be tough. I really did. I was a little bit nervous. obviously, I like some of the stuff that they do. I like Freddie Freeman. I like Ohtani. But just seeing them win back-to-back games like that's pretty cool.
The game was excellent. I mean, it really was. Bo Bichette hit a bomb, to start
right
things off. And then the Dodgers just kept chipping away. And then, who was it? Rojas went and got it in the night. See, that wasn't a mistake pitch. He went and got that.
Yeah.
Down to your last out, that was huge. And then Smith, I think, hit the one in the 11th. But, just getting out of that jam in the bottom of the 11th. And then, of course, Kirk hits into the double play. But, I saw, we were talking about this earlier, too. I saw, a lot of people saying, it's the best World Series ever. It's not. It was a very good World Series. A lot of great games. Game 7 was... It had me on the edge of my seat almost as much as Cubs-Indians. I didn't have a team in that fight either, but I was tense during that game. This one, I was tense, not quite to the same level. But, it was good baseball. It was fun to watch,
I just thought, at the beginning, I was like, okay, the Dodgers are probably going to walk this. I had made the prediction it was going to be in 6, but it went 7. But when you watch some of the stuff that happened, it almost... the way the Toronto fans were showing up, and that was a big part of it, and I believe that's probably the biggest thing I took away, because both teams can play. Obviously, they have stars on both sides, but the fans from Toronto showing up and just like they were in Los Angeles, and then when you go to Toronto, and that was the part where I was just like, oh my gosh, because I had kind of dozed off for a minute, and I was like, I got to stay awake. This is still tied up, and then obviously seeing Rojas hit the home run, and the thing about that home run is that he did go get it. He had 2 strikes on him, and that was a great pitch, low and away, the hardest pitch to hit in baseball, and he still went down and got it. And I was like, did he get enough of that?
Low and away, Andy pulled it. It was crazy.
I was like, what? And so then, watching the rest of it, just going back and forth, and it just seemed like the Dodgers took over because they'd been there before. That's what it seemed like to me.
We talked about it during the first round of the playoffs, that they just seemed so at home in the moment.
Yeah.
Now, I got to give credit to the Blue Jays. I thought they were going to blow that team up. Before the season, I thought that was a team they were going to blow up at the deadline.
Yep.
And, but that team, their backs were against the wall so many times, and every time they responded. A week ago, we were in here coming out of the 18-inning thing. We could have easily seen that team not win another game.
Yeah.
After that. That was demoralizing. Boom, they come back, take 2 in L.A. How crazy is this? The last 4 games were won by the road team.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I wonder if that was a record or not. I was looking at, you can't not talk about the stars. And, Yamamoto is just unbelievable. Being able to throw that many pitches. But... So I found this out on Saturday, that the Japanese, they do it differently with pitching. They throw every day once they're past a certain age. Once they're past a certain age, they start throwing every day. Now, they don't do what the Americans do with early throwing like we do with the travel ball teams.
Yeah.
And so it seems like that's the recipe, is that they don't do the early throwing, and they definitely do arm care early on for the kids, because they still play, but they don't throw as much as our kids throw. They keep them on a pitch count, pitch limit, throw limit is what someone was telling me. And then once they get to a certain age and in their programs, they throw every single day. And so their arms are getting used to. And so that's why you can see him go out and throw a complete game and then come back the next day and be ready to go. Not to start, but to come out of the bullpen and then come be effective.
Yeah.
And that's just, you just don't really see that much. You've seen it before, but you don't see it as much anymore, especially with the Tommy John surgeries and all the stuff that's going on with the arm care because of velocity and that kind of stuff and the pitches that they throw. So pretty remarkable about that. Now, let me throw a little fun in there. Now, check this out. How cool is it that the dad that was in left field that caught Rojas's home run ball. He's a Toronto Blue Jay fan.
I was going to say he looked miserable when he caught that ball.
He caught it.
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. So Will Smith's home run was caught by his son.
Wow.
So they both caught the historic home runs for the World Series, and they interviewed him, the dad.
Soon to be on eBay.
The dad, and I thought you'd find this very funny. So he said, I don't want to give it back to anybody. I'm not giving it away. He said, but for this ball, and he held up the Rojas ball, he said $1.4 million the price for this one, and the home run ball by Will Smith's $1.9 million. So if you've got that, yes, you can have the balls today, but if you don't, I'm going to keep them and see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame him?
No.
So if that seat cost $10,000, he turned that into $3.3 million, if he gets what he's asking for. So pretty remarkable. I mean,
I think he's overvaluing them a little bit. It's not like they were walk-offs, but I mean, still, they were huge, and just having two of them. Like, that'd be the coolest mantelpiece ever, you know.
Oh, yeah,
just
for
putting
sure.
that up there, and especially if you could get Rojas and Smith to autograph them. That'd be that much cooler, but...
Yeah, they've talked about that before whenever the tickets are on sale for whatever that they're doing, and those tickets being so high, like for the Mark McGwire home runs, the Barry Bonds home runs, and you remember all the people in their kayaks in the river when Barry Sanders and Barry Bonds would be hitting them, and they'd be fighting over them because those balls were worth so much money. For the most part. And so if you get that and then you were able to get a signed Barry Bonds home run ball, that'd be quite the mantelpiece.
Oh, yeah.
So are you excited that the Dodgers won or not really?
No, not really. I wanted, even though I said Dodgers in 6, I still was secretly hoping that the Blue Jays would win this. And I don't have any hatred for the Canadians. And I feel for some because I've had Canadian friends. And the Maple Leafs, they just suffer. James knows.
I wanted to. So this is where James and I disagree because I wanted.
You got them talking about hockey.
Yeah, I wanted the Maple Leafs.
But no, they have the
win.
Raptors. That's all else they had. Argonauts, come on. Yeah. Really? CFL, forget it.
See, I wanted the Maple Leafs to win. I don't mind the Stanley Cup occasionally going back to Canada. It's theirs. Yeah. World Series, no, that's ours. Never again. And I will say this: I'm proud of the Canadians for finally not booing our anthem. At least that I didn't hear it.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I didn't hear that one.
Bad.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's going on everywhere. It's kind of a little thing, that everybody's doing.
Let's do a little bit of trivia just to see if you guys can guess. Obviously, you go through the list real quick and we'll say the top 5, top 6. Let's do top 6. World Series champions, and Brian, you'll go first. Who's leading?
Who has the most?
Yeah,
the Yankees.
Okay, Yankees are number 1. Who you got for
Dodgers
number 2?
are number 2.
Dodgers are not number 2.
No.
Dodgers are number 4. They're number 9. That's 9th.
I think I know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're number 4.
They were long-suffering Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yes.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals are number 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
So you got first is the Yankees, 2 is the Cardinals.
The Giants are third.
That's what I was going to say is the Giants.
Nope, Giants are not third. The Giants
fifth?
are 6th.
Wow, even with the New York.
Yep. So you got the Giants at 6.
Oh, gosh. I can't believe I'm
Well, it's not Red Sox.
Why couldn't it be the Red Sox?
No, it's not the Red Sox.
The Red Sox are number 3.
What? They have 7?
They have 2 recent, right? Or is it 3?
5, 6,
they had
7,
5 of the
8,
first
9. They got 9.
They had 5 of the first 9, I think.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize they had 9. I thought they had 7. Okay.
Yep, they've got 9. So you got the Yankees, the Cardinals, the Red Sox, the Dodgers. You're missing this one. And then you got the Giants. So
Reds.
Nope, the Reds
A's.
are not. A's.
Yeah.
Because they won more in Philly than they did in Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's
crazy.
That's pretty good.
So pretty cool. Yeah. The Dodgers moved up. They passed.
Isn't that sad?
A's.
Isn't that sad? The Athletics won more in Philly than they did in Oakland, and then they're out of there. They're gone.
Yep, they're done. We're going to go ahead and go to the Red 7T's phone line. We've got Edward on the line from Houston, Texas. Edward, how you doing, my friend?
I'm from San Antonio.
Oh, sorry.
San Antonio.
I didn't mean to curse you like that. My bad.
Way to start off on a Monday.
That's right. So you should be ecstatic, my friend. So how about them Dodgers?
How about this? First off, congratulations to the Toronto Blue Jays. They played a hell of a series. Hats off to them. And they played a great game, great series. Overall, it was probably one of the best World Series of all time. You know?
Yeah.
And hats off to them. Nothing but respect. And, I mean, even Steven Spielberg couldn't make a better Game 7 if he wanted to.
I agree with that. So what did you think about Yamamoto, and what did you think about Ohtani as far as just leading this team this time?
Dude, I thought it was a great thing. I mean, those guys were definitely the QBs of the team, but it was a whole group, a whole symphony of players working together.
Yeah. Were you nervous when you were watching it? Did you think that the Dodgers were going to choke, or did you just knew all along they were going to pull it out?
Dude, I was so drunk by like the 7th inning, man. I was hammered because like every at that, I'm just nervous. I'm on the edge of my seat. As a fan, I was entertained though. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of this series. I had a great time watching it across the board.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I remember when Brian, he kind of jogged my memory about it. When the beginning of this year, they had talked about there was a possibility of trading Vladimir Guerrero. There was a talk about trading Bo Bichette, and we all kind of thought that the team was just going to kind of go away, and here they are making it to the World Series, and now they're probably going to be building off of that, and from what I've heard, they're going to be trying to sign one of these free agents, maybe a Kyle Tucker or somebody like that coming into next year.
Okay, but I'll say this. As a Dodgers fan, we won back-to-back. I don't think we can get a three-peat. I just don't see it in the cards.
Yeah, that's tough. It's gonna depend on health. It's going to depend on other teams stacking and money. Yeah, I mean, you've got big-time free agents coming available this year. You got Schwarber, Tucker, Bregman. All those guys are available. So it just really depends on where they go, and it's going to cause a lot of people to get some firepower that maybe just were short.
Absolutely. It was a great series. I was very entertained. I'm glad the Dodgers won, but hats off to Toronto for playing a great series because they could have easily won it themselves.
That's right. That's true. Well, Edward, we sure do appreciate it, man.
Thanks, man. No, it was. I mean, it was great. I'm not willing. I'll say it could maybe be in the conversation of top 10. Mm-hmm. Game 7, top 3 or 4. I mean, it was a great Game 7. I don't think the Cubs-Indians World Series was that great a series. It was a great Game 7. The best series I've ever seen, and I think I will ever see in my life, 1991 Braves-Twins. Yeah. There was one game out of 7 that was decided by more than one run. It was decided by 2.
Yeah, exactly.
You go scoreless into the 11th in Game 7. Jack Morris throws them all because Lonnie Smith can't run the bases. And I'm still upset about that. You had bang plays at the plate, Game 3 and Game 4 with Mark Lemke, Jack Buck calling both of them. I mean, it was just both of them were worst to first that year. It was just a great series. The only thing about that I hated was that the Braves didn't pull it off.
Yeah,
they had to wait
too.
4 more years, but that's the greatest World Series I will probably ever see. There have been some other ones. The Cardinals, Rangers maybe were in on one, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't Rangers. The Cardinals were in one where Freese hit the bomb in Game 6. That was a pretty good series.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of good ones, but I don't think I'm ever going to see anything.
I think as a kid watching that Braves Twins, though, I hated Ken Herbeck for the rest of my entire life.
Dan Gladden. Yeah, no doubt.
So either way, those guys.
Gene Larkin, all of them.
Yeah, all of them were terrible people.
Can't hate Kirby Puckett. He was just good.
Yeah, he was. But yeah, I think for this World Series, for me, just kind of looking at the whole thing, having the extra inning night and what Shohei Ohtani did and then what Yamamoto did, those kind of things are what really brought it up to the top 10 for me. Yes, the Game 7 was great, but those record type nights were crazy.
And real quick, the other play that is not getting nearly enough credit, and it needs to, speaking of Rojas, the throw he made where he kind of half stumbled and still made the throw and got Will Smith, barely got his foot next. He pulled his foot off of home. That throw he made was every bit as big.
Yeah. And they've been wearing the third base coach out online, though. They're talking about the bad lead that he got, how the bad jump that he got, all of those things. But I was like, well, but Kiki made the double play to end the night the other day, and so that was a good one as well. So,
but just you could see his face after he stumbled. He did not think he was going to get that ball, and he had to get it right on point. Hal Smith knew to get his foot back down. He had barely pulled it, but it was enough.
Yeah, got his
under
cleat.
review. They would have. Oh my God, that was tense.
Yeah, that was
an unbelievable play.
I think that was the biggest thing, is that all of these individual plays that happen, and obviously the record stuff that happened. So, but either way,
I can't get my mind off of the ball getting lodged between the wall and ground in Game 6.
Yeah,
I can't get my mind off of it.
So, real quick story. We're about to go to the break. I umpired some baseball over the weekend, and they threw a